report data committee in the buy ni nyina me wo me records and remarks whether approved or approved ebi wo ho a eba na ho wo yi kakra ye withdraw.
I see.
Ye withdraw ni asan a prepare ni ye ni abe relay na fidi I started go through these processes na make no na akufo-addo, the president of the republic on 8th September at the asobo form for Atebubu Kwame Danso Kwame Road Danso.
Oh, okay, na regional minister
Okano 8th September on a day asono ebo form min yapenyi President Jomama say senana do ba bia so de asobebo form ahemfuni mbisa no esan se o se oye sakawa ene 419 aso de bofom ahemfun bisa ne se aso se ewo budget 2020 budget mu ana eni 2020 budget mo mun se bisa na do se aso parliament aman approval of a loan inti a wogina so e de ba be bofom ana
document here honorable member can yeah producer mame documenting on the screens na ya hwe for no who said the kano document e wo ho no now document ni na on the screens loan agreement and other financial business presented the house ni na no said the kind the house a house of records
that's
parliament
yes
yeah therefore mo amobehu ni na egugu so honorable
they have all the records
great
enti oba Atebubu Kwame Danso Kwadwo Road na offer 2020 budget page 160 and ekitami 2020 budget page 160 okay into bekwa Bono East table 21 is a critical regional roads projects program for construction in 2020 into Bono East Atebubu Kwame Danso 30 kilometers.
I see exactly
30 kilometers and na 8th September no kwafo president oye nyamiama na akufo-addo is a gift from God to Ghana nyamia dum no dum nyansa yehu ekirade e hya ase yehu adwumane ono ode bof so bofom inti the 419
this is verifiable
the 419 ne sakawa no ene nyohin on the 9th September president esande asobo form for Nkranza Bono East region the district hospital
exactly I see exactly
ana me records as a deputy majority whip majuma
I see
no
on the screens
so Osha January March numu Osha document ekitemi ya page 6 commercial agreement no ya approve on the 1st June 2020 1st June 2020 it is a Osha document ekitemi ya ubehu se bibia maken bia ewom document ekitami nti ono so ne sakawa ne wen se oba la general hospital president la ya 13th August president ya saw a form for la general hospital meanwhile we gave the president the approval 31st March 2020. Wow. Upe document a make it ya make am asem ya. Oko page 7 a e wo honomo. Sa shama de wo ha la de nso wo ha. La General Hospital, the term loan facility agreement between the government of the Republic of Ghana represented by the Ministry of Finance and the Standard Chartered Bank Lending as original lender agent structuring bank and mandated lead arranger for an amount of 9,983,661 euros and 65 cents to finance the rehabilitation and equipping of La General Hospital it was referred to the Finance Committee. Reported date, Omode report by 28 March 2020, approved 31st March 2020.
I see. We now go through.
I go through the commercial one and so on. Because we loan facility ni by the Finance Committee, a Beko Health Committee, no so on my la inti president, former president. Why are you accusing a clean and a noble sitting president? Ghana kunyano and a ugu mufi. Me sure saying the history of this republic. Me jitu museto de bia nipa ni bi tompe a yi nyina no ye kase enye. Se politics a ye no sebe ye nto ye ho mpe enye fe nto obi oye bi sa bia no ye kan anim kase nia wa ye no wan kase yi. But me sure say a sitting president be I refer and as a former president or a sitting president I refer a former president or a sitting president say or your 419 no your sakawa da maintain that you started politics Dankwa Buzia Club 1991 and you started ye die chiria be seen ne the first MPP delegate conference here in Legon na mekam he did 3 days. We promulgated our constitution. We elected the Rochane Aginim Boatenom. We elected President Edubuayen. And I've been part of MPP up to date and the Ghanaian politics up to date. May not sure say a sitting president any a former president be I refer a colleague president. So a 419 and Sakawa. And after this prover media ba any record am setting straight, you know. I expect the former president to do the needful, to apologize to the sitting president, because a Ghana fo nyina no odi atem esanse waka adifi afa Ghana konwa be dwa kese na Ghana ni ba etna so eyo mampanyin no ehu no ogu ni fi no. Inti after my setting record in straight, na record ne da hodi no no. I expect him to do the needful, to come out and apologize to the sitting president. Minia ofi la okay say Kolebu Teaching Hospital, Urology and Nephrology Center.
Yeah, center also.
Ononso President Kate at the asobo form. Minia ononso commercial agreement was approved 31st March 2020. Ononso wa. I see. Ufri hona oba Osansu Elimina Fishing Port and expansion project. So bekaya ononso every approval was given 3rd April 2020. Commercial no loan. Commercial 4th April 2020. Voter region, there was a 5 district water supply project. And I call voter or the
and so
15th September. On the asobo form.
But more approval loan.
Commercial loan was approved 4th April 2020.
I see.
The loan itself facility was approved 3rd April 2020.
Okay.
Per grant, interchange, and roads.
Western region.
Obechebi interchange. Papa, yemre no enti anka me page by page. Na ma cancel na me kan back. Even one district, one factory. A private company a buying a buano. Ama wetimi ebue adwuma a expand na yetimi edi ya dane ye no ba anywhere we have comparative advantage in terms of agro commodities na ye dane edin fidie dane ani na yetimi a produce more Kofi di bayi utimu se ahunhari anana de started 2017 ni nyina parliament majority members a ye nipa num di anim any committee chairman, any committee members, a year more Jumaden and anaka says in a hurry, and no na boy and brain. Zip link approving, and the drones, you look at the number of times drones see aqua rounds, ambulances came to Parliament for approval. Aye ye ni na COVID imwe yetimi akokodin aye we nyina. Nti dentina oya uni apenye sa sebe ye di bibia kra sa to achi a president current president oche openyi ye di ni die emma mpanyifo me ka se yesusa so o papa dan fo beto wa bonten na wo ye ni abon de bia odimi discipline no aside wa befie na wo papa ye den adanase by some 6 lashes to thank him uti basimu na panyi bia papa wo ye student wo ye younger pa wo sore na panya ye den atrase ni edi ni die ma mfie omo fie koi omo anim chengen na wo hwe wo ni apanyi na dwumadin a wo ye na politics inti obeto ne hompen na nye just mpimbi keke o so utimi kase sitting president eye 419 no ye sakawa he must come to needful na odi obebisa na mamenka asemi si yempo yenka se former president John Mama oye 419 no ye sakawa unim ni ntia meka asemi under the Kaiser agreement
Kaiser
President Nkrumah signed for the Kosovo Dam. The Kaiser people had a lot of alumina in Brazil. So there was no need for them to work out with us to refine our own bauxite. You know, bauxite processing goes through refining, smelting. So you refine to get alumina, you smelt the alumina to get aluminium.
Yeah.
But because they wanted cheap power, in the bauxite industry, if you buy power more than 3.4 cents an hour, you will lose. You can't break even. So they needed to concentrate the Kosovo, the large capacity here, and then entered agreement with us and said, we cannot refine our bauxite. And they brought Vaco as a smelting plant. So Ghana couldn't refine our bauxite. Anytime be a Kosovo beba formu biya no na say ye pushes hydro capacity no ye cheaper no ema Vaco. And Americans were using the executive presidential powers to bear on us. President Kufuor so pe na nyame domo yen.
For all these years.
Me na me ka kire President Kufuor so pe na nyame domo yen. Say sense President Kufuor na one former president George Bush Senior. So in the Oxford. President Kufuor so pepepe na ne ba no so be president. Ti nsuo na wie na ehho ba asem na president so makwan na Vakufuor and the makwan me emfa cheaper wa ne mam. Omo ntimi aftan say yonko a na da ye papa ntem ne omo papa ne ntem nti no they couldn't exert that executive influence on us. So Vaco has to sell Vaco. And President Kufuor bought it. And it cancelled that agreement that we cannot refine our own bauxite. We cannot refine our own bauxite. So when NDC came to power 2009, they should have pursued that agenda to work for us to refine our own bauxite. Exactly. Because bauxite refinery and industry, a big plus for Ghana.
Bauxite.
For generation of jobs and others, the sort of sika be nya ewomono enye kuma. We have a record that it could rake in $200 billion for mother Ghana.
200 billion.
Yes. The bauxite storage capacity it could rake in $200 billion.
Then, Honorable, it begs the question.
Let me finish. Let me finish this point. So you listen carefully.
Yes.
Now, instead of making sure we're refining that bauxite for Mother Ghana, Exton Cubic Limited Exton Cubic Limited, on 29th October 2016, were given just a blatant agreement to refine.
A company belongs
to go and mine.
Company
and look, in Ashanti region, 3 sites of our bauxite deposit, Ghana's bauxite deposit in Ashanti region. Chichire, what was leased out for Exton Cubic Limited, Chichire, 56.64 square kilometers. Chichire, 56.64 square kilometers. In Pasaso, 22 square kilometers. Shirayaso, 32.648 square kilometers. Utota ninyina 111.32 square kilometers. 79% of the bauxite deposit in this country. Bauxite deposit
the whole
Ghana nyame de dom oman Ghana no. Emu ohan chemu eduoson enkron na de mo ba akufo Exton Cubic. Nyame na boy ye ho afofie. Se nyame na me dodom so ema yetimi win 2016 election. Now fortunately for Ghana, Article 268 was flouted. That is why Parliament is critical. That is why I keep telling MPP for say, Ejumadia MPs on MPP side in Parliament, they are tired papechi with all this. There should be that consonance and connection for us to get majority to test near that, because there are a lot of instances in the Constitution that you need to test to go through. The 169 doesn't give to test. 184 and a matter to test. Into MPP ni na o constituency. Ne ye MPP ni so ngina. One ni was there you, one ni was there you. Chemu na ta na chi. Because minia nia obi chen 1 seat our Parliament. Or chen 1 seat. O di ochro 1 our wall ye ho ni hu nye hu. Ochro 1 wo wall we hu a ni hu nye hu. Na mo wura Parliament no obi chen 1 seat ni odi be ye no or the Benya speaker, or the Benya first deputy speaker, or the Benya majority leader. Majority leader chairs the business committee. We determine day-to-day programs of the public business, but which of course is the president business. That must come to pass. And committees near the apart from the subsidiary, apart from the public accounts committee, which the minority chairs, they will chair and control.
To test the nature, Samuku to me.
No, Timinia, near can say, even with this, Yento, I am PB, and for penny be a one year. Yen can't chill a penny be and my unknown form. I want no. We cry chileo, or no Supreme Court and the Kudri. Ruling back from Supreme Court. So no, you did not get parliamentary approval because Article 268 of the 1992 Constitution states that you need a ratification. You need ratification for mining leases, concessions to come to Parliament. Ammanantino. It says, "Ahuhareso 29th October 2016. You're from near the Ama. You're from near the Ama. Enti na omoye. Ye ko ruling of Supreme Court a rule in favor of the state. I will say in favor of the government. In favor of the state. Exton Cubic Limited went for review.
Honorable
went for review, and we review also went in favor of the state.
So the people of Ghana,
as I speak to you, we've done an act called Ghana Integrated Aluminium Corporation. My person obeko one Mensa is the chief executive working very koshe nyema omodi atoto ho to start refining bauxite. And I tell you, there are 2 game changers for going forward in this country financially. 2, ananado, any yenye parliament, majority, na seche mensa dano, ne yenye na boafo. Adwasa for me, yindam, ne chireme, ye na boafo, ne ya pasi ni nyina, onu. Ushe sikame boy $200 billion billion enye million billion dollars ye to toa sisi kohwe ebi o matoto enye covid ya anka me na me enye ye covid ye ba ya kabana, but I'm told say last year kosra energy committee kohwe ni o matoto nyina kama asese no foundation no male partners say ba no money state no Ghana integrate this bibia has been done enchekura ye best start ono counting say a raw bauxite no yeah export. The second one is the iron and steel, which we've also done. Ghana integrated iron and steel who fund it is a management board ni adinya ukohwe adwuma o ma ye preparatory work, because adwuma no ni kasie ni nyina ni preparatory work. It is a foundation o ma ye hu bibia kama ekoso aye ba be yo no ono. Can you imagine iron and steel? Steel ni hu derivative, bauxite and its derivatives ade sikabeba na timi abo ma ni akoyeni onu kura no ye ni atem ye ma ya no mpai na nia oye no kwafo, a clean person like Nana Akufo-Addo, very clean. Me ka oma ye osha Nana into Commonwealth Fall 1991 no be ka Dankwa Buzia Club ho asem kire yen e wo Lagos University of Ghana na mo Commonwealth Fall intelligence team can sneak team God bad no. Now there was habeas corpus amendment law. There was a ban on politics. You cannot do politics. You can't do politics.
Yeah.
So we have to see. Hey, and Kabana tsemu hey. CDS ni militia fogwa eba be gwaye wahano. You dwane fam me I was taken to the CDR headquarters and the Supreme Court. I was taken there. Commonwealth guys, they be Dede and some family ready. We fought. We're part of the game to fight for the democracy of this country. Ono kurano mimia yen kasem boni bi. Emfa nia oye mu. Na wo hwe mpuntuma aye ba aye. How did Nana start? When Nana said he was in a hurry, Ushia Yeni Kasai, he is in a hurry. Yo, Nana started quickly. In creating more districts and municipalities. Nanya keto we so kakra, intimate support. Nampuntu nye den embra. Quickly, the development authorities. You see, intinana yenuaneti ano or ye no or can Nana Akufo-Addo asema na obia peso sorry general. No me can they be a say. I am so happy in my heart of heart, that I've been part of this parliament that is supporting the most cleanest and the most hardworking president.
Great. Honorable, but the way we said the Honorable Anim, he sounds too good, and of course I'm sure that he really deserves a comeback. And again, I have to say that he's very intelligent man, very intelligent. That's why our deputy majority chief with our 7th parliament of the 4th Republic. And of course, Mel Bison has said, honorable question day to amount. Maybe say in a man's eye, we want to understand reasons behind why Exton Cubic or whatever they call themselves, this judgment as slash on face, and then they have to do the pushback. That pushback, does it sound that they are only concentrating on their self-interest as a company belongs to former President Mohammed's brother Ibrahim, or it's about the collective interest of Ghana? Think about that question. But, Minister, then again comes or catalog a lot of infrastructure developments. Do you confirm all these figures? Say yes, visibly, projects were shot or Chrome one.
Sure.
Under the figures reference.
Say, I say, or the kind of more background say. A House of Records, Parliament, and these are the records, checkable records, and it will be a doubt it could not be me. They are genuine, and my man can't assemble so missing the idea, and so me who say Rokasana Ruti he's part of His Excellency and another than akufo-addo's government.
Success.
So Ghanaians could see, say, Tim me kura he, technically, even bench technically, but see the wisdom that is displayed here. Back to his submission, and if you could have a president who is telling you that indeed there is money in this country. Have you found that? That's the connection.
I'm aware of the steel, no.
No, yes, that is the connection. And then two, when you have a generational thinker as a president, now Ono Sanekachere will say, indeed there could be a Ghana beyond aid. And this is what Ghana yafema sebe ne de kwane so. Enya dia obetina se
beyond aid.
Ontime ntiase. Mpacho wate ase. Ontiase bi Ghana siska wa hana iska no wo he. Sikani Ghana, which government could pay for free SHS? And globally, it's still a challenge. But Ghana, there was a day that I had opportunity to meet with Mr. President, just after election. I said, Papa, anti-free SHS, you bet to me, I said, yes, we are going to do it. And in September, he was so specific. I said, wow. And indeed, in September, now you're rolling free SHS. First phase. Look at the challenges that came. And look at the way, even in the midst of COVID. Just say, and the one Papa way, I'm not surprised, say, Papa, I can say, God sent. And the time is so right. Now, na minya kwenya sa meka say or one of the president what to me forming a government at the fastest rate of speed. And wanyane ko because we are trying a political bench a cherry. Now all the relating to Bible God was preparing him for the throne. And to say, Okasa ana uraye na dia na obinam sebe ni de kwansona otutuja to kensem basabasa sa sebe ya na oyare hosem because MPP government are a very serious government. Ye kura ye yankwala ye mu he papa sebe baby your power but we have sacrificed to serve this nation until we cannot have any time to play. And to say, Papa Sondai said Ghana could be a nation beyond without aid. This is the reference point. Because if we could have our bauxite refined into alumina and this and the process, Papa Roka Bibi, he said 200 billion. The reference point was not the refined, the raw state.
Wow.
Yes. So considering the value chain.
Exactly, the value chain.
We are going to look up to about $450 billion.
Then we are about steel, no so.
Exactly. That I know they're done baby. We haven't talked about the gold.
State.
Ashanti gold na batutumu. Yana na ebomi mu ase otumfo say to kwasere se debut. Adwuma ye nananom adwuma wo ya ho pagya wo boase ne asante mai. enti o mampanyini bi atwam ka betumi a ye ho biribi ma adwuma hentena se because it's part of Ashanti's heritage and for that matter Ghana I heard the men and I can was to major yamame enti ye besre atie for say yes anya second opportunity Abraya tested His Excellency Nana Dankwa Akufo-Addo, ably assisted by Dr. Alhaj Mahmoud Baumia. Na your delivery tracker. Emma identity of projects ayaye. The na minyenis African campaign. Nana is asking to myself for more for Nana.
Great. Minister.
Ma memfa ba kon entoso.
Yeah.
Say Omampanyini ba bunu ise Senanka obe commission projects in Kwa as per the position of the delivery tracker and capture all the projects. In fact, nasa boho sonomne sa ankete here na Omampanyini da the timid helicopter ko commission he become trust me, say anka obedi 2 months. Bunu East only anka 11 municipalities and district assembly. Me no me catch you pa. Consider that opportunity him I
see.
Now yes say we would do like almost 10 projects a day. And kabe hunu. Yenyo baby a ofri nkransa on say sword cutting. Ayi papa ne kai. Ye free o ye sane ko wa ma ne Zoom Lion. Bashisha composite plant arrangement. Okay, say or promise Ghana the cleanest city.
Yeah.
People thought say oh sorry no pape. Now Ghana a clean a process. And he's working out the details now.
He's working out the details.
Exactly, because now your commission your cate sword for composite plants. Zoom Lion Robesi. And my information indicates that a Nyamenkwameho region, all the 6 newly created regions, we are going to have what call a mortuary called offset.
Yeah.
Be said, Esi, while person who had the Kura, Menekahe, Ko na Kofi, a bunny and Urobu Ghana, and until the minute, Mem Senior, yet he has Sabri. And to Sir Ghana for governance is a very serious business. And yet, Makabi also can deal. Mentimi yet no $10 billion beer papa beka a hon yasem evidence any euro Bempah edibeto. And yes, our promises in Benio. We are talking about transformational agenda. A basis. Omampanyine tumire actually see. Now we share alumina processing. Now we share 1 district, 1 factory. My define by quantity what year agro-based farmer or support to factory. That farms alone can feed the factory. But let me tell you one revelation around it. They have established 18,000 outgrowers in support to that factory. A kate across 7 districts. Nkransa North and South, Atebebu Amantin, Seni East and West, Pro East and West. Because by Bia convey banche or cassava within 24 hours, a good raw material for the factory. And within all this place, and to be critical rules of Mampanyini de Behe. One fundamental pillar was to create access. Because outgrower biya nkransa na se factory si amantia we need root.
That's right.
But what I say. And you see the connection when we are talking about Ghana beyond AIDA. And I'm trusting God that Senyankopon Buana Ghana for a confirming Nanado Dankwa Akufo-Addo for 4 more years. All this vision would be realized. And Ghana would rise up. There will be an explosion.
Yeah.
Because if your railway is the okay, time God's bed, no time railway is buying, it brought financial explosion.
Yeah.
And now we are doing larger numbers of kilometers. Far.
Yeah.
And to say, Unyo mampanyini say, Papa, if you are not doing it, you should be praying with him every morning and evening. Say nyame mana odene na omana adwene a ode ro ye adwuma yi onsane mamu no emano. Na he will lead a democracy that will take us into the next 30 years. And Ghana will see the expected transformation. Amaya to say China, Malaysia, India, and we are not far from that.
We are not far from that. Honorable, quick one on 1 second. Would you Kasebit is Honorable Chief Whip Ekayina referencing Mahama Ekakanizia. Now, at the apex of the politics, say a former president to a sitting president, coming from a military background, such language, you know, at the very apex of the election, at the heat of it, such language are coming not from the grassroots, but from the top. What does it define the upcoming elections, connecting from the violent aspect of it as a former military officer?
Actually, I have never been into military, but I've studied security. So I have a security background. For his point, I sense a little frustration there. So for me, I don't take it that serious. You understand? That could settle the pace.
Okay.
So I don't see any problem regarding the upcoming election. And so do I believe that many Ghanaians, because the argument of propaganda is almost out now.
I see.
Now, NSMT, other media stations, they were talking about set the record straight, do this. It is a year because of delivery tracker. Even the media is recomposed. So, and this time around, you can't go and buy sugar and put it in a factory. And we should have been seeing sugar bags. If we have eku juice, very soon cassava industrial starch will come from Mountain Agro Processing. Exactly. You see the bags in truckloads, everything, shiploads, and they'll be going as an evidence. Minim so china mo betimi akoto Commander Sugar. One bag.
Commander Sugar Factory.
I wanted to give you the report.
But Honorable, you have to come back.
May say
yes.
The report on the Commander Sugar.
I have
a full copy.
That's right.
The report on it. It cannot. I wonder how they were able to show a bag of.
Okay, show mommy. Non-wrap up.
These are the distinctions that one needs to draw, because factories are President Akufo-Addo Alidi Amaye build Ghana. I mean the thinking estate. That is the one word that I will use.
Great.
Because as factories are Nina Robiya Juma Ghana. Near agro base starts with a farm. You know, you could even resort Senka a Mountain Agro Processing, Bempah outgrowers and it also doesn't protect factory. They can go on strike one day. What do? So they have their farm to feed the factory, and then they have outgrowers. They can determine price. There could be a negotiation between the two. So Obia is win-win situation. So Obisa will see factories are. I mean, Obi run TSA because you are not there. I hire video, so and some of us say, him fee and Tiankasa basa. But in some maybe on us one shiny, one shakana, or yatra, or boundaries. And traditionally, o kaseti penyenity o krawa kaseti nti nsemi na ne kanyeden, but I thank God that say afie campaign be ye media hono boaye enye say mem senior candidate ento so kan wo de my sorry o ma listeners and you set them confused because who are we driver he who are in position me ma come there yes wala ono so candidate wala no. The media should move from that point to where they say that no, the researchers are telling us that, my friend, you are lying. So don't talk. You understand?
Yeah.
So when you say anka obia run sorry nkoje ka ska na dokun bi ni ba bi metra say paper share bottom propaganda anya minyo obi nya fine opportunity at the media space. Expensive as it is, because I'm a businessman, I understand what airtime means.
Yeah.
Especially with prominent media stations like this. And then Papa Panyumo, but actually, I did head down. What the faha or the baby, you know, what the faha or the baby. If this is the argument, then it's better say, oh, my young woman, what should I say? No, Pau be uncle. Yet, you have a padamanim.
Baby.
A dance and something me boss on so the paper.
Abba.
Otherwise, we be a day.
Oh,
that is Sunday. Imagine watch me. Anthony about at TNT. Yamin should I at your phone?
Mammy, wow.
Yeah.
I table Bukwame Danso, Government Assurance Committee. Now me a member. I'm still a member.
Assurance Committee.
Yes, me call Parliament 2013. I'm just a second timer. In 2014, Government Assurances Committee, because now the NDC has indicated that Sakwano or more.
Oh, it's more
so
verification.
So Government Assurance Committee, our job assigned to us by the 1992 Constitution is to cross-check on promises and pledges made by ministers.
And we a check.
We went there, including the MP, no? Including the MP or the sample Chumesi. I say Government Assurances Committee. I'm saying it on record. Nothing. Nothing. You see, where Maminka say me, I want to justify to people one disease, one factor, papa boss. Now, man for who say any fruit. Na ye Jumadinya Parliament, ye president, ya support to na ye. There's a company called Petersford and Ray Limited. TA. Request for waiver when you approve no 20th March 2020. Request for waiver of import duties. TO waiver. Says can I sank about BEM.
Okay.
But you support one district, one factory for that company, Petersford and Ray Limited, to open up one district, one factory. They've taken some facility from the Exim Bank. So government want to support them. So they can establish the factory.
That's right.
And yes, they are about 34 units, operational units, were absent. Commanders should 34 operational units were absent.
Why?
So they can process. They can process. I say I'll bring you the report.
Yeah,
a full page report. Large report, Ankasa. I have a copy I've read through. So I know what I'm talking about. Request for waiver of import duties, import VAT, get fund levy, NHIL levy, and Exim levy amounting to the Ghana cedi equivalent of 609,478 United States dollars and 73 cents on materials, plant, machinery and equipment or parts to be procured by the Petersford and Ray Limited under the implementation of the One District, One Factory program. Obaha. This was approved 22nd July 2020. Request for waiver of import duty, import NHIL, import get fund levy, import VAT, Exim levy, amounting to the Ghana cedi equivalent of 28,251,258 United States dollars on machinery, equipment, raw materials to be procured by Casa Preco Company Limited under the One District, One Factory program. Akura, Obaha, this was approved 17th July 2020. Request for waiver of import duty, import NHIL, import get fund levy, import VAT, Exim levy, amounting to the Ghana cedi equivalent of 1,251,258 $8,404 United States dollars on machinery, equipment, and raw materials to be procured by Akum Energy Ghana Limited under the One District, One Factory program. Another one, another one at Twasun, another one at Twasun.
Great.
Accra. So you see, we'll come back.
That's right.
Let me end by saying that. Let me end by saying that. Let me end by. I wanted to show you something. Come out. Yes.
Yes.
This that I have. In the 7th Parliament of the 4th Republic of Ghana, record of bills. Well, almost about 120 bills, and they are passing into an act. They are passing into, and I have all the records here. We have to withdraw. You see, I have withdrawn on this, relayed on this, determination of agency, motion adopted, determination of agency, every record, BBR, every. So great. This is it. These are regulations. Regulations are from 2017. On the 6th or on the 9th, we are going back to Parliament.
Wow.
To go and work. COVID time near Yejuma. Partial lockdown. We were in Parliament. 1st May, Yejuma. But when in 1st May, then
holiday.
Holiday.
Saturday and Sundays.
Fact, this Parliament,
this 7th Parliament, we've worked more than any other, including parliamentary staffs, support near there with the leadership, and your committee. Now, Medica say yes, MPP4. Yes, we need the 2/3 majority. Yemfasa koka nketinketibina emfa hwemro bia emto yechi. Can you imagine? Say, Minia, I want you to tell me if there's any household that hasn't gotten free senior high. Me say, any household, you encounter a fear organ and families. Yonko family be a war Ghana.
Great honorable.
Free senior high in
yes, I be Melanie Becker.
Yebesaba.
Of course,
come before the record.
Shannon Suze, Messiah, the honorable member, but House of Records will be proven in Eddie Achrem and Yoma added in Aquamati. So I mean, sorry, weekend, the Saturday and Sunday program will be repeated. Now, watch at 3 p.m. What's it? Then Yoma added in Aquam. Shannon's I Prophet Francis Kofi Annan, owner general overseer, and my Realities of Heaven Ministry International Church, who Kumasi Yami Adma Sunday, Muye inauguration. Miami junior brother Nyankopon come home na Kumasi for Monko support na what's the general overseer my Realities of Heaven Ministry International Monko support no kwesi ade na onye inauguration kese emfame Abrefa Jan birthday yochna the founder of founder at the same time chairman Emaken fencing we are for Ken Group Onyame and come on
Atebubu Township and